Hey, look, gravitation. Cannabis got to be from up north or it's from Jamaica. No confirmation, then it's no participation. Never see it in rotation in my conversation. No need for confrontation. This my observation. Gravitation with the observation. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong, man. Welcome back to the channel. As you know, man, we back with my boys, uh, BOF. You feel me? Back on Fig. Shout out to Smack. Shout out to T Real. That got the legendary Too Short in there. And Smack, I seen that other video too, big dog. I forgot to react to that, but Buddy shook your hand, homie. You extended your hand, and I don't know what you were talking about on that Fig community. Like, you feel me? But anyways, man, as you can see right here in the title, man, Too Short shares a story about Pac in Atlanta. Let's go ahead and react to this. Like I always say, get your drinks, get your smokes, get your eats, whatever you about to do, man. Go ahead and get to it, because we about to get to this. Let's go.
I know he stayed in ATL.
Well, you know, I didn't really run side by side with Tupac. I probably was a different kind of wild. That nigga was hella wild. I would hear the Tupac stories. But I can tell you when I got to Atlanta, it was only a few rappers in Atlanta that was out of towners. It was the local scene was getting started. I moved to Atlanta in '93.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Sermon was there from EPMD. Tupac was out there. Fucking MC Breed was out there, and he ain't a rapper, but Bobby.
R.I.P. And I was just damn. That's crazy. He was just about to say Bobby Brown, because that's what I was about to go off of. Watching the Bobby Brown movie. You feel me? On BET, I realized like Atlanta been like the Black Mecca, or it was, well, probably back in the days too, like in the '60s. But I'm talking about as far as like the starting to be like the Black Hollywood. You feel me? That's what I meant to say. The Black Hollywood. It was starting during that time, like around like the Bobby Brown, like during the Bobby era. Because I was just about to mention Bobby Brown. If they was all out there during that time, yeah, it was just getting started. Freak Nick was coming right during that time too. So yeah. Rest in peace to MC Breed too. Let's get back to it. What's that? Flint, Michigan, right? Yeah. Shout out to the OG.
Bobby Brown was out there, and Bobby Brown was having hella fun.
I know Bobby Brown was.
I would see that nigga.
Crazy.
I would see that nigga at the strip club, and I always been kind of like, I'm wild, but I don't come in the door hot. Like I get wild when I get in my spaces, or I'm controlled with it, conservative wild.
Yeah, let me get comfortable first.
But Bobby Brown ain't gonna come in hot. Nigga bouncing around. I was looking at this nigga like not telling anybody what I was thinking. I'm like, this nigga's having fun. And I'm just looking at the nigga like somewhere like Magic City. And I'm like, okay, I'm finna go home and rethink this shit. I'm coming back next time and having Bobby Brown fun. I'm like, nigga, Tupac was out there having Bobby Brown fun too. So he was at the Freak Nick. I remember at the, no, I wasn't Freak Nick. That was Jack the Rapper. But I was wild ass shit, man. I was there the day Death Row had the big fucking fight with the Miami niggas that was down with Luke. Remember the song? Luke's bending over, so Luke's getting fucked. So
yeah.
Whatever that Dre Day song, I don't know what song that is. But the Miami niggas was hot. The niggas was hot, and the event, it was a convention. It was in Atlanta, and I guess Death Row came deep, and then Miami niggas, I think they drove up, and probably like hell, it was so many of them niggas. I don't know how many fucking cars. They, Luke's a hood nigga, and it was just a big ass motherfucking fight. Whatever hotel that was, the Marriott, or whatever the fuck hotel it was, the fight was everywhere, and it was Death Row niggas fighting Miami niggas. You could tell the difference because back then the Miami niggas had them dreads and nobody else was having them skinny ass dreads yet. Those hella dreadhead niggas just fighting hella big ass gangbanging looking niggas. And we're in the middle of the motherfucking hotel as usual. It wasn't our fight. It wasn't coming our way. And here go Tupac. Nigga had the bandana tied all the way up. And nigga just walked up in the middle of all the chaos. I was just like, "What's up, niggas?" Like he just said, "What's up?" And then put his shit back on and went back into whatever the fuck he was doing in the shit. But that's kind of nigga was. He was not.
Oh, he wild, homie.
He always was though.
He wild, homie.
But that was one of them shits, man, where you kind of, I don't know. You got to get somebody else's perspective, man, because the way we used to roll, we probably was in there. I was with my town niggas. We probably had a couple things. We probably was kind of sidestepping the roar of the
real
action of it
Yeah.
and kind of real nonchalant about it. Like, don't bring that shit this way. You know, we ain't in it, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, that's just how niggas was rolling. So if somebody else about to tell you a story about niggas flying over.
Hey, and you know what's crazy? Like, and I never even, it might sound crazy, I never even looked at like Short and them, like the Bay, especially what we just went through right now, even though it was on some rapping. But when it comes to like that East Coast versus West Coast, or West Coast versus anybody, right? Like, if the Bay was really just with the East Coast, because I'm about to say it's usually if anybody else we cool with, it's only them cats over there. But they never always kind of been like not so much neutral, but like how he just said, like not like leave that over there. Like, you feel me? We ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you feel me? If it get active, you know, it get active, but that's between y'all. So, but I never looked at it like that because they always carried themselves like that, but it's still the West.
Balconies and
I heard about that Luke shit though, and I didn't think Luke was out there going crazy like
They
that.
said Luke was real low.
Yeah,
He from the
I
trenches,
didn't
the
hear.
ghetto.
I
it's
didn't.
not the Miami niggas. They like island niggas and shit. Them niggas is wild.
Yeah.
They come over with the no shoes
Them
on,
niggas from
gonna
Haiti
get
and
at
Jamaica
you.
and shit.
Yeah.
No, for real, homie. That's
So,
crazy.
yeah, that was one of them wild ones, man. A lot of shit went down. I seen a lot of shit. A lot of them stories, niggas be telling stories on social media. I'd be like, I was there that day.
Shout out to Luke too, man. That's Uncle Luke too. I forgot to even I put that down. Yeah, shout out to Uncle Luke. That's the first one I brung, you feel me, hip hop to the South. What Uncle Luke came out with like 80, 81, 82. I think what Ghetto Boys and them was like 83, 84. I believe it, maybe 85. So yeah, Uncle Luke was the first one to come out there, like really bring like Uncle Luke is that guy, bro. Yeah, well respected in Miami.
Damn, that's
remember
actually
that
crazy
day.
though, homie. To still be here though, because a lot of niggas ain't here.
I seen Tupac the night he got shot in Vegas. I probably bumped into him. We bumped into them niggas probably like an hour and a half before that shit happened. Like in between the fight at MGM and the shooting, you know, instantly I was at that fight. So I'm walking out, but I think we was ahead of that shit. How you see the people walking and then the fight break out? We was ahead of that shit. So we're all the way at the front of the casino, the MGM. And we, you know, we always keep our little crew with us. So we there. And I think some LA niggas came up and they was just like, hey, some shit happened. And just, you know, be on alert because it's some Crip blood shit finna go down in Vegas tonight. And just like could be. It wasn't like it is, it was like it could be. And they was like,
Hey, my bad, not to stop the story, but short, yeah, I forgot when you was out here, bro. You was, I don't know if you was in the 50s or in the 80s, but I noticed you always be like Crip blood, and people that's tapped in, they know what I mean by that. You feel me? It ain't never blood Crip. He always be like, it be some Crip blood shit going on. Cats that know that's tuning in, they know what I'm talking about if they catch on. You feel me?
just watch out. And I ain't getting no too much specifics that it was a fight. Just niggas was like, watch out, there's some shit in the air tonight. We get over to the Luxor. Niggas be talking shit about the Luxor now, but back then it was lavish. And I guess when I seen the Tupac movie, they showed that he had a room at the Luxor. We wasn't, I don't know if we was staying there or not, but we was at the Luxor, standing out front, and here come the movement. And with Pac, I don't know if Suge was there at the moment, but it was the movement, the Death Row movement. They come out, they was still kind of, it probably was, you know, like an hour or something after the fight had already happened. And they was just like finna go to Suge's club, 602. Niggas was just, you know, hype, like, nigga, pull up to the club, nigga, everybody get on the mic, nigga, pull up. You get all the what's ups. And then, sure enough, you know, some time go by and the word started going around that the nigga got shot. But then, you know, it was Tupac. I just remember for that, even that week before he passed, that night especially, niggas like, oh, Pac got shot. Like, whatever, nigga. Like, you know, like that nigga gonna be walking around with patches on him something later. But yeah, that shit was serious. You know, but a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit. I was close by. I was around. I was privy to the moment.
Well, that's crazy because that room, that's where Pac was at, but he had old boy daughter, Quincy daughter was up there, and he was going back there to change his clothes and then go to
602,
Suge Knight,
yeah,
the
the club.
602
To the
shit,
club.
you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true story right there. Yeah.
Bro was really there, man. It's a real life legend shit going on in the building, man. You feel me? LA to the Bay shit, man. This is
Believe that.
crazy, man. Just sitting here listening, just indulge.
Shout out to Big Homie, man. Shout out to that. Uncle Short got stories for days, though, man. But y'all let me know in the comments below how y'all feel about this video. Don't forget to like and comment, subscribe. Gravitation.